Hi, my name is Edie Carlisle, and I watched a webinar last night that was just fantastic. I am going to talk a little bit about the webinar, and I am going to let you hear a quote from Tony Rush, who was the person who gave the webinar last night. And I have to tell you that the main point that I got out of it was that we all are responsible for our own lives. We have to take responsibility for whether we are successful or not successful in our life. So I want to tell you a little bit about what responsibility is. Responsibility is taking actions, changing your thoughts, changing your mindset, changing your ability to have a successful business by focusing and not wasting time. Because one of the things I know that I do oftentimes is when I get into my office here, I clean up my desk. I might take a book down from one of the shelves, take a look at it, might even scan it. I do mark my books, so of course there's lots of underlined or highlighted, and sometimes I write in the margins, and I start reading things. And although it's wonderful to do that, that is not what is going to produce my income. That is something that I should do after I have already made a video, already marketed the video, and I need to take responsibility for doing that. I loved one of the things that Tony Rush said. He said that responsibility was the ability to respond. And that is something all of us can do. We just have to realize that it is up to us. We cannot be a victim because there is nobody else to blame. Only we can take charge of our thoughts, our belief systems, our character, our actions, and therefore our results. Nobody can make us not be successful but ourselves. And what we really have to do is take the responsibility and take action to focus on what is going to be an income producing step. And you don't have to try to do everything all at once. You can take it little by little, step by step, so that it doesn't become overwhelming. As long as you're moving forward, you will eventually become successful. Now, we have to focus on what we are doing. We have to decide. Actually, I think it's great to take pen and paper, write down exactly what it is that you plan to do that entire month, and then go backwards and what you intend to do that week, and what you intend to do that day, and work backwards so that you take the first step first, the first thing first, and don't get overwhelmed or jump to the very end and not have really done a good job. Therefore, I have a couple of books that I would suggest. Actually, I'm going to have more than a couple. One of the ones that I would like to talk about is the 7 Habits of Effective People. That is a great book. It will teach you how to focus, how to change your habits so that you will be more effective. You will be able to be successful in whatever job it is. I personally am very enamored of this online company that I am now working with, not sure how I will explain that. It is called the Empower Network. And what I love about it is it's not only to make money, but it is to help empower not only yourself, but everybody around you. It will actually change your life. And there's so much fabulous training in this program that you can't go wrong. If you buy the products, you will learn so much. You don't even have to be an affiliate for this company. You can actually buy the products and just be a consumer. But personally, I love the idea of being an affiliate because I love the idea of sharing the knowledge that they are giving to us, and they give so freely. Everybody is so helpful. I think it's tremendous. I hope the world eventually becomes this way, because this is how we will have a peace in world and wonderful, successful, no victims anymore, no more poverty, no more difficulties. Everybody can have the life that they really want. So, two other books that I'd like to talk about is I love the Think and Grow Rich, and Tony talked about that book, said he had read it 4 times. I must admit I've only read it twice. I need to read it again, and I know one of my favorite gurus, Bob Proctor, he has read the book every day. He reads part of the book. I think it's for like 25 years. It's for years and years and years, and he still gains wisdom from it and keeps him on top of being successful, because he's a very successful man. The other book I'd like to talk about is The Science of Growing Rich, which is Wallace D. Wattles. And actually that book was the basic cause of, I can't think of her name, the woman who wrote The Secret and who produced the movie. Right now her name escapes me, but anyway, her daughter gave her an old copy of The Science of Getting Rich. I have a copy of it right here. Plus he has a couple of other books that are also terrific for one to look at and to read. My copy of Think and Grow Rich, I believe, is by my bed, so I'm not going to go get that now. But read these books, learn from these books, but don't just read them to read them. You have to actually take action. You have to do what it tells you to do. Same with even what Tony and Kevin and Dave and all the other people in Empower Network tell you to do. You will become successful if you follow the steps, but you have to take action. You can't just study. You have to put whatever you learn into action. All right, that's all for today. I hope that I've improved in my from my very first video, and I hope to improve for each day that I do a video, and I intend to do a video for 90 days minimum, and I hope by the end of that time that I will be an expert video presenter. Thank you so much. Blessings to all.